This video segment is on advanced map making, and I've already made a map, so let's go find it. And it's a basic boundary, and I've already set up the search criteria for the dates. So I click on next, and the blue one is an activity, so that's the one I made a basic map on. So I'll click on it, and it shows the information about that map. So let's click next, and you can see the shape as it comes up. Now the first thing I want to do is show you how to split out an area, and I'm going to split this area out down at the bottom here, this open area. So to do that, you click on Symbolize, and you click Edit Geometry, and now I'm going to expand it out so I can work with it a little bit better, and then zoom in. Okay, I'm clicking on Split down here, and you start on the outside, and you work your way around the area, clicking around it. I'm still clicking. And I end up on the outside when I'm finished. So I click Finish, and it asks me if I want to override it, and I click Yes. And now I've got two different polygons, one that I split out and the one that I originally started with, and it removes the split one from the original. So let's change the symbols for these, and I'm going to change this one to open, and then click on Update to make it take effect. And then on the larger one, I click to Edit Geometry, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that and back out. So I'm going to click Symbol, and I'll change it to hardwood, and click Update to make it take effect. So when you close it out, you can see that there's two different areas that have been made with the split. Now if you want to make a streamside management zone, that can be done using the split technique, except for you add a buffer. So the way you do that is you click on Symbolize, and then you click on the area that you want to edit, expand it out, and you zoom in so you can see what you're doing. And I'm going to click Split again, and type in 90 feet for my buffer, and that's the total width of the buffer. Alright, so you start on the outside and you go down the center of the area that you want to buffer around. So this is a river, it's kind of wide, so I just did that so you could see this area that I was making a buffer for. And I end up on the outside again and press Finish. And you can see that it cuts out another piece, but it makes that buffer width that we specified of 90 feet. So click that. Alright, and I've got a the area of I was just checking to make sure I was in the right spot on that. But the area that I want to symbolize here is a streamside management zone. And I click on that, click update, and then I should have a streamside management zone and an open area here. So that's how you make a streamside management zone. So the next thing I want to show is how to make a donut hole, or an area around a pond. So there's my pond right there, and I need to go back in and select that, and I'll select the area that I'm going to edit, expand it out, and zoom in. Whoop, got a little bit too far in there. Alright, there's the area that I want to cut out. So it says create a hole here. I click on that, click, and go around the area that I want to cut out. Okay, I'm going to click finish, and you ask you if you'd like to save the hole. You say sure. I'm going to go in there and symbolize it, and choose water body, update, and you go back out, and you can see that there's what your product of your edits. Okay, so there's one more thing that I need to show, and that's how to add in a shapefile. And I'm going to use a recordless area that I've already created, one that doesn't have a record. So I'm going to back out of this and do my search criteria again. I'm sorry, it's not a recordless area, it's a fire that I was going to do it for. And the fire is over here. I'm going to click on that, click next, and you can see there's no boundary here. So the way I add in a boundary is I go to symbolize and then load from file, and you have to choose the file that you're going to load. So I go to find it, and come down here to GIS master plan deployment, and here you can see the shape file that I'm going to load in. So you have to highlight the entire shape file, and I do that by pressing shift, and once it's highlighted you can click on open, and it loads the boundary for you. So you can see how that loads rather quickly. And if you notice too that in the same folder I had a GPX file, and it had just one file, so you can load a GPX file that you make using your GPS, and it loads just fine, just like the shape file. So that's how you do advanced editing and advanced map making, and that is the conclusion of this segment.